Oh, so what's going on, Battlefielders? My name is Star, and this is another Battlefield 3 gameplay. Today, I'm here hitting you guys with a nice little topic. We're talking about man's best friend. That's right, guys. Alcohol. Beer! No, I'm just messing with you guys. We're actually here to talk about dogs, specifically animals, pets, dogs, stuff like that, and how they've impacted my life and how important they were on, I guess, creating the person I am today, the kind of heart and emotions I had towards animals. I guess another day I could talk about alcohol and, the people in my family, why I don't drink myself, and, my experiences with drinking. If you want, I can put that in another one. Just put a comment down below saying, hey, Pound, I want to see you do it. I'm kind of curious about how many people want to actually hear me talk about that. But anyways, we're talking about dogs today, guys. Let's go. Now, I grew up with a mother. Believe it or not, they do exist. Pain in the ass sometimes, true. But I grew up with a mom and a grandmother. I didn't really have a male role model in my life. But my mom's goal, her drive, everything she wanted to do in life was to help dogs, get them great homes. We fostered animals. No joke, throughout my period of 15 or 16 years I was at my mother's, I think we had roughly 500 to 1,000 dogs in our house. Throughout that whole period, it was rough, man. There were days that we wouldn't be able to eat properly. I was living off of ramen, whatever you want to call them, noodles for the longest, and cheap, really cheap food. Never having steaks or anything like this because my mom was working a job raising me alone, and dog food was murder. We'd have 4, 6, 8 dogs in the house at all times, trying to foster them, take care, trying to find them new homes, and our job was to basically rescue these dogs. We did live in a very, very bad neighborhood. This neighborhood was completely comprised of just criminal acts. You had fights, murders, people getting killed and stabbed on the street, left there. You had, gunshots going off every night. You got used to it. But one of the biggest things that you saw in this neighborhood was dog fighting. You'd find a lot of animals that were mistreated, emaciated. You had, fight dogs, bait dogs, which are just wimpy little dogs they throw in there just to train and test and prepare their actual fighters to actually, so they basically throw and sacrifice their dogs to get killed. So there were a lot of rough, very, very bad things I used to see dealing with these dogs. I saw a dog that, these guys just wanted to have fun with and shot its legs off and left it there. Wad cutters, which I believe you can call them police killers, whatever, they're illegal here. But these things just do heavy damage, and just for kicks and giggles, they shot his legs off and left him there. I've seen dogs so skinny you could touch the left side of the ribs by poking the right side. They're so skinny. And I've seen so many things, and it brought compassion to me. It taught me how to appreciate life and people, and it also helped prepare me for what the world can offer. Is this really what man is capable of? Is this really what happens? They fight, they make dogs lives. I look at dogs. I raised a lot of dogs. My first dog, his name was Bandit. Bandit was a life changer for me. He was my first best friend, possibly one of my only best friends. He slept with me every night, and he was always at the foot of my bed. No peanut butter involved, bro. I'm not like that. And he was a big part of my life. I mean, whenever I was sad, he'd know. Dogs notice this kind of stuff. They know when to be protective. They know when you're down. They know when you're emotional, and they're always going to try to be there for you. And dogs are a blessing, but we use them for selfish reasons. A lot of people adopt dogs, love them for the first month, and then they just leave them in their crate or in the backyard or something like this and never spend time with them. One of the biggest regrets in my life is that for the last years of Bandit's life, I didn't appreciate him. I was going through some rough times in my life. I was just so busy and caught up in playing video games all the time. I didn't pay any attention to my family, my dog, the people that were actually there for me and cared about me. And when he was gone, I did nothing but feel bad for myself because I could have given him a better life. Through all the good that I did, so many lives I saved, animals' lives that I saved, I felt bad about the one that meant most to me. You know what I mean? So you don't understand this. When I'm busy working, dealing with YouTube and creating videos, I sometimes spend 70 hours a week doing this whole YouTube thing. And it's actually quite common that I spend that kind of time. And, when my sleep gets messed up or I'm late up at night streaming, my sleep's out of order and there's limited time I can spend with my wife, We have our dog Lorelei, a little puppy star for hire down there, and she keeps her company. They lay with each other, they're next to each other, and it's a comfort thing. Dogs are there for you as friends, as pets, and I don't understand how people can go crazy about that, man. I've been down in sewers. I almost died one time when the sewer, we're having a bad storm and there was a kitten in the sewer, and I almost drowned in the sewer saving a little kitten. And I mean, things have always been crazy. I think it was raining that day. I don't know, but I just know it was dangerous. And things are really, really crazy through what I've dealt with, you know, trying to save animals. We had a Maltese that was tied to a pole, kind of like a puppy tetherball. And these kids, you know, parents didn't give a shit. These kids chased this dog around on this rope while he's tied to a pole with a lawnmower. Tormented this dog. The dog wasn't right in the head after that. And, you know, it kind of pains me. It shows you what humanity is really like. It shows you how people can be. These kids were just bored. And they're like, oh, hey, who thinks that up? Like, oh, you know. For a second, when people are like, I can't believe our kids play video games, it's ruined their minds. If they don't have video games, what are they going to do? People don't read anymore. What are they going to do, pick up a lawnmower and chase dogs around? I think video games are a good thing because they actually help kids. But, you know, before my ADHD kicks in, let's get back into animals. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about dogs. I think dogs are a very, very, very important part of my life. I've rescued hundreds. I've saved hundreds of dogs. We used to foster them, save them. The original, like, 6 dogs I have, they've all passed away by now. I'm, almost 24 years old here in a month. And I've seen it. I've been there for them. We've had to put them down. It's a journey, but it's something that's necessary. And even more so, I'm understanding it because of the bond that a man and a dog can have is incredible. I've got my first son on the way here in a month too, and he's going to be around our animals. I really, really do want to get another dog here soon. I want to get a Shiba Inu, or Inu, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, because the bond, you know, I remember growing up when I was having so much problem, I wasn't accepted. In elementary school, I was really, really an outsider. I was kind of weird. I chewed on my clothes. I was weird, dude. Looking back on it, I'm like, the hell are you smacking, parent? And honestly, you know, my only friend was my dog at the time. He was my everything. Like, without him, I wouldn't have had a guidance. It taught me what friendship was like. It taught me loyalty. Not only is the dog loyal to you, but it teaches you to be loyal to him. And I think that's one of the most important things ever. And I can't wait to show that and have that experience for my son, you know, getting used to a dog and growing together. He also learns to understand death when it does come. And I think life without an animal is just kind of crazy. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think about your animals? And hopefully I've gotten through with you guys a little bit. Hopefully if you guys mistreat your dogs, you can look into it. And if you do have any dogs that are getting older that mean a lot to you, try to spend a little bit more time with them, because you may forget and you may not, you know, appreciate the fact that you've neglected them a little bit, not paid enough attention as much as you'd want to. Not like you hurt them or anything, but they're always going to be there for you. And that's what I love about them. They're never going to betray you. And I just wanted to put that out there. Just a cool little commentary, let you guys know a little bit about my past and my influence with animals. But again, I also want to let you guys know I do have a P.O. box open. That's right. I'll leave it down in the description. You can also find it and all the other good knickknacks on the right side of my main channel. I have a P.O. box open. I'll leave it in the description. But in the P.O. box, I do have a thing you guys can mail me, whether or not it's letters, gifts, whatever you want to send me. I'm not asking for that, but whatever you want to send, drawings or something. I want to make a giant wall of like knickknacks and drawings that you guys have created. A subscriber recently sent me a Pwn Star hat and this cool little Pwn Star cutout from wood, and lots of cool gifts that I've been given and drawings, and I really, really do appreciate that kind of stuff. If you want to send that, my birthday's coming up in a month. I did this similarly last year. If you want to do it, I'll go ahead and I will also, anybody that wants to mail me or send me something if you want to, you can write a letter, ask me questions, do whatever you want, tell jokes. I think on my birthday I may make a video log and read off some of the stuff and talk to you guys, do a little video log and show off what you guys actually sent me. So hopefully we can have fun with that. And anybody that does actually take time to write me a letter, I will go ahead and rewrite a letter to you guys. Anything you want to know or ask me, just go ahead and put that in there. And if there's something you do or do not want me to say, put that in there as well. So again, guys, thank you for everything you've done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary. It wasn't super goofy, but it was kind of more like a real talk about animals and how they impacted me. I know how important my dog is to my wife, and I wanted to share that with you guys and how much I want a dog to be a part of my son's life. And maybe you guys can understand and relate. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I will be putting up another Battlefield video up tomorrow. You guys really did surprise me by hitting 4K likes on that one video. If we could hit that again, that'd be great. I mean, if we could start hitting 4 or 5K likes on every video, I'll put up a Battlefield video a day for you guys. But, you know, again, I want to thank you guys for all the support. Like I said, check the P.O. box down below. Thanks for all the support, guys. Go pet your dog. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Oh, what a treat.